Alright, so we're back again, this time for a Criterion Blu-ray / 4K update, because, last time I did movie reviews, I post like short films and stuff like that to this channel, but I have some new Criterion titles. I guess we'll just start from the top. First, we have After Hours, this film. This movie it's a really good movie. One of Martin Scorsese's lesser known films. Still known because it got a Criterion 4K. So there's people out there who love this movie, but this is just a good film, just because it's quite literally insane. Griffin Dunn, or I don't know if it's Dunn or Dune. I've never known, just because I don't know if I've ever heard anybody say it, but I think it's Dunn. I don't know why. I have Dune on the brain, probably because the Dune Part 2 trailer came out. Anyway, but yeah, this film stars him. He was in An American Werewolf in London. Actually, speaking of that film, I also have the Arrow Video edition of that. I love this movie like to death. I've always loved this film. But anyway, that's beside the point. The film basically follows him as he meets this girl in like a coffee shop, and they kind of hit it off, and she promises him there's some cream cheese and bagel paperweights, and he's like, okay. And so he goes over there, and from there it's just hit after hit after hit of just odd, weird, bad things happening to him. So it's just kind of like, it's an interesting movie, very, very fun. It can be a little stressful at times, but I think that really works to its advantage, because it's a simple concept, but it's so frantic and so just insanely, beat after beat. It's just kind of, it's enjoyable. Although at times it can make you get a little stressed and make your heart beat fast, but Anyway, I'll talk about the transfer and stuff. Pretty good. It's a 4K, of course. It comes with 2 discs and little pamphlet. Just information in there. I don't really feel the need to do whatever. But yeah, Blu-ray 4K. I looked at the 4K disc. Haven't really had a time to go over the supplements yet, so I'll look at all that soon. But pretty good quality. I will say that movies from a long time ago I like better in 4K than newer films, because newer films HD 4K to me doesn't really matter, although some look amazing when compared to the other kind. But older films, especially with that grain, looks fantastic. And this film, especially Criterion always does a good job. I will say one thing though, the disc was a little bit skippy. I don't know if this will, I probably won't show because it won't pick up, but there's a fingerprint on this disc and a few scratches, and also my Come and See disc that I got a long time ago from Criterion. But it's I don't know how the fingerprint got there. I guess when they put it in the case, someone put their finger on the bottom, but it's that's kind of uncool, I don't know. Yeah, overall, I would definitely recommend this. Half off sale. All this stuff I would not recommend buying at the full price, just because it's $40 for a Blu-ray and $50 for a 4K is a lot of money. But yeah, definitely half off sale. Pick this one up. Okay, so next, I have Polyester. This is just a standard Blu-ray, but yeah, this film is weird, wacky, just insane, but in a different way. Because I will say this is probably the most tame out of all 3 that John Waters made. But this one has a real I guess it's a surreal quality to it. I don't know, but it really feels I don't know. It's a little less nasty compared to the other 2, which makes that whole grainy just grittiness to it make it a little more disturbing at times. But yeah, really good film. Divine, always a pleasure to see. I was gonna bring these out as well, because have these. I also I didn't get these this month, but a while back I got Pink Flamingos and Female Trouble. John Waters films are just something that you have to see to believe. You can hear all day people be like, oh yeah, Pink Flamingos, the dog poop scene and stuff like that, and you'll be like, that's interesting, and then you watch it and you're like, wow, this is real. But yeah, I don't know which one I like more out of all 3 of these. I will say anyway, before I get into that, I'll say the Polyester transfer looks great. It's a regular Blu-ray, so not 4K. Now this came out I think before they started doing 4Ks. This one's been out for a while. I hadn't picked it up. But yeah, I'll say out of all 3 of these, my favorite, I don't know. Because I think Pink Flamingos is that one's like, that one's the one that's like, I don't know. It's just, all three of them in their own way are disgustingly beautiful. And it just depends on your cup of tea. But yeah, I just think that, these three are worth picking up on the sale just because, they're interesting. You'll have a fun time. I got to mention something else about polyester. I don't have it with me because I placed it over there. But it comes with a scratch and sniff card because it's got the, what do they call it? I don't remember. Anyway, it's like Cinerama or something. But the movie, the vinyl just starts sniffing in the air, and the number will pop on screen. You'll scratch it and you'll sniff it, and it's like that. I had to save it because some of my friends were like, "You gotta let me do it with you." And I was like, "Okay, we'll scratch and sniff together." You just gotta, But I still wanted to check out the transfer and stuff anyway. So and I will say, without the odorama, this film is still enjoyable. It's just it's a little weird, but looking past the odorama, it's overall I recommend this film. Supplements, I did get a look at a few on here, and they were pretty interesting. One was John Waters' no smoking PSA, which I thought was pretty funny. One was about Cinerama itself, and John Waters talking about all that, and yeah. The rest I haven't been able to look at, but, I will eventually, because I always, it takes a while sometimes, but I get to them. Anyway, third film. Last, but certainly not least, film I've seen a lot ever since I first watched it. I love this movie. Time Bandits. Terry Gilliam is, let me put this back in front of my face. I don't know if it got in the shot. Anyway, but yeah, Terry Gilliam is just fantastic. It's just... well, let's just be honest. Time Bandits as a film is just fantastic because it's such a fun little movie. It's just such a fun little movie. It's like you wouldn't really watch something. Hearing the synopsis, you'd be like, okay, that's going to be cool. But like the amount of oddness and the amount of just like little bits of like effort put behind it, I guess, or the imagination is more what I'm trying to say, make this film something just beautiful. But the 4K edition from Criterion comes with this slip with a holographic little thing. I don't know if you can tell, but it's it's nice. I mean, I wish it would have got the treatment like Thelma and Louise or a few of the other bigger ones. I think somewhere around here I have the Grand Budapest Hotel. I have it right here. This is the thing about my collection. Criterion is like, I don't keep them all in one area. Maybe I should, but I have them like all spread around. So Grand Budapest Hotel got a bunch of stuff in it, right? Got a bunch of stuff, great little release here. But I just wish that Time Bandits, get back in there we go, okay. I wish that Time Bandits would have had something like that. Now I do like that it came with, if you've seen the film, if it would come out, okay, I didn't grab the bottom of this, that's why it's messed up a little bit. Anyway, you've seen the film, you know that they have essentially a map to the universe. And on the back of like the whole thing, there it is, the map. I love that. I think that's fantastic. But yeah, I'll put that back over there. Anyway, I'll say one thing about this film. Well, not the film itself, but the transfer. Amazing. Absolutely stunning. I will say, I think I liked it better than After Hours, because this one's a 4K as well. I don't remember if I mentioned that. But yeah, I think this film is something that you have to see. Like, people are always like, there's some must-see films out there. Time Bandits is one that gets mentioned, not a lot, but it's one that you should definitely watch, because it's so entertaining. And it's just, I always think about it, I'll just be doing something, and a scene will pop into my mind. I'll be like, I just love Time Bandits. But yeah, I think this film is definitely worth picking up. Because, like, it's $50, but half off sale, 25, Pretty good. But yeah, I think overall, this month, I'm still going to get M by Fritz Lang. That's one I want to get. And Hoop Dreams was one I wanted to get. Cooley High, wanted to get that one as well. But I don't know exactly if I will get them. Because, it still is a fair amount of money, And I don't want to overspend when I know that they're going to release some good stuff down the line. And they, they usually have little flash sales and stuff. But I'm probably going to get at least M by Fritz Lang. And I'll update a video on that whenever I do end up getting that, if I do. But I just think that overall, if you're going to get one out of all these, Time Bandits, then After Hours. You know, those two films are fantastic. But Polyester's one where I recommend it if you like the weird and the wackiness and just odd films. And it is an experience that's unlike any other, because when have you ever seen Odorama in movies except Polyester, you know? But it's like, you know, you really got to be in the mood for a John Waters movie if you're going to watch one, because, you know, it's very specific, I guess. But yeah, I just think that one, read into it before you watch it. Then you'll know if you'll like it. Same thing with, I know I mentioned Female Trouble, not Troubles, and Pink Flamingos, but, you know, yeah, just, I suggest everyone take a little detour, you know, just during the day and check out those three movies, whether it be over YouTube or the films themselves. But yeah, but just be prepared, because they are absolutely disgusting. But yeah, I just think that, you know, if you're going to get to, After Hours and Time Bandits are great. I can't wait to check out Thelma and Louise. I just don't know when I'll be able to get to that one. And Raging Bull in 4K and a few others I'm excited for, but still, same thing. I don't really know when I would actually be able to get those and watch through them and all that stuff, because there's so much stuff I gotta watch. But yeah, and so much stuff I gotta make too. But yeah, anyway, this is wrapping up the Criterion Hour, and I will see you guys next time. I either review a movie, post something I make, or buy more Criterions. But yeah, see ya.